Welcome to the Smooth Force Podcast. I am Lamar, your host, and I have the opportunity to introduce Shah as a guest on the podcast. Now, Shah is a personal trainer, okay, a brand ambassador, owner of Royal Fitness, which offers personal training, online training, programs, and apparel. He is a USA pro powerlifter and a national champ, and holds an unofficial world record on the bench press. How you doing, Shah?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good.
Like
I said,
that.
Thank you. I'm definitely excited to have you on the podcast. Definitely excited, because I remember meeting you a few years ago in Philly.
Nice gym, Mark.
A nice gym, exactly.
Yes, sir.
And I think I saw you a handful of times there, and you always stood out as, I'm going to say it, as an elite bench presser. I'm going to say it. Your bench press is that of someone 100 pounds your weight, you know, and that's what's impressive. And you know, I'm the person who I respect a big person who can lift a lot. I respect a smaller person who can lift a lot, but it's so much more impressive when you're not 315, 400, 500 pounds and you're benching 300+ pounds and so on. So I remember back then you was doing 315 pounds and your body weight then was like 115, 120. Was it somewhere in that area?
I think it's around, like 128, 28-ish.
120. So,
I think
listen,
so.
I want the listeners just to envision this. Someone 128, let's round up to 130 pounds. 130 pounds, bench pressing 315 pounds for reps. Not for one, not for two. I believe at that time he was doing it for three. And I'm sure, you know, you're probably doing it for more now. I'm talking a little while ago. Super impressive. Super impressive. And if you want to be even more impressed, I saw a video, one of the IG videos, and you're doing dips. You're doing weighted dips with 225 pounds. That's just insane. Let's call it what it is. That's just insane. I remember back in the day I used to do heavy dips, and I used to do dips with about 245-pound plates. That's 90 pounds. Sometimes I think I may have put 3 plates on once before, but 2 plates and then I call it. You're doing 225 pounds of weighted dips. It's really insane, man. So let me ask you this: what just got you so strong? Like, you know, what is it?
Well, in high school, so I'll say about 10, 11 years ago,
Okay.
I was pretty weak. We all have a starting point. So I started working out with some of my boys, well, really one of my boys. We started going to this gym
Okay.
in Orange called Gladiators.
Okay.
We did boxing too, so after boxing we would just stay and work out for like hours and hours and hours.
Nice.
There was no training structure. We just went all out.
Nice.
So we probably did that for maybe 8 months to a year. Then we started adding structure to our program.
Okay.
Then we went to college. Then I started looking into competing, but I didn't really start yet. So about, say, a year and a half after that, year and a half, 2 years. So it was like 2018.
Okay.
That's when I really signed up for my first competition.
Okay.
And I've always been, what's the word? I guess strict with my nutrition. I try not to eat too much.
Okay.
Bad foods. For example, pizza is my favorite food, so I limit myself to that, once a month typically.
That's discipline. That's discipline. That's a lot of discipline. Nice. So about 20, I think you said 2018 or 2019, you really got into competing. So that's when you did your first full powerlifting meet?
June, I believe it was June of 2018. Yep.
Nice. And how's you doing that meet?
Oh, I won.
Nice.
I don't remember the numbers exactly,
Okay.
I would like to say I think it was a 341 squat,
Okay.
287 bench, and a 446 deadlift. And that was
Wow.
without any equipment.
Wow.
So
Wow.
without a belt,
Wow.
without sleeves. Yeah,
Wow. Wow. Now, how often do you train? How many days a week are you in there hitting the gym?
7.
7. Well, you know what? A lot of people will call that overtraining. And I remember years ago, Mike Rashid spoke about overtraining, and he was like, "There's no such thing as overtraining. Do what your body can handle. The body can handle being in the gym daily." And he got a lot of slack for that. Well, I wouldn't say he got a lot of slack for that, but I would say that a lot of people didn't agree with him, and it was like, you need a day off, you need 2 days off. But he was strong, and his bench was impressive. And you're an example of that. You're strong, your bench, your squat, your deadlift, all of your lifts, your pull-up game is exceptional. It works for you. So there's another guy that I spoke to. He's actually gonna be on a podcast later. He's a powerlifter, and he's in the same category. Your body can handle it. Lift, train, do what you can. While you're younger, do what you can. As you get older, once you're in your 40s, you may want to, okay, let me limit something. So it works for you. I say continue. That's phenomenal. So
Yeah, for me, I structure my training to where I could properly recover in between sessions. So, for
okay,
example,
okay,
I typically squat 3 times a week,
okay.
deadlift twice, bench five or six.
So five or six times. Now, you don't have like elbow issues or anything with the bench?
Occasionally here and there, but not too often.
Wow, wow.
Not too
Now,
often.
is it nice, nice? Now, accessory work. So, would you say that? So, okay, let's say you completely eliminate accessory work for your bench, and you only bench. Will your bench still go up, or are the accessory exercises, the tricep extensions and whichever the dips? Is that a big part of helping increase the number on your bench?
I would say, I mean, it depends. If you're closer to like a beginner, a rookie, or a novice level, if you just bench with some sort of structure, I believe your bench will go up. But as you become more
Okay.
advanced, you want to implement different exercises, movements to really target
Hmm.
what might be some of your weak points. Somebody might be weak
Okay.
off the chest. Somebody might have weak triceps, and
Hmm.
sometimes you might have to adjust your bench, make it a variation, or you can add in accessory work to address that weak spot.
Nice.
For me
Nice.
personally, usually when I bench, I always hit accessories after. Only one day, but I guess it's today, which is an SPD day. I benched. I didn't hit any accessories.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. And I see also in your videos, you do deficit deadlifts. So for folks who may not know what the deficit deadlift is, you're making it makes the exercise 2, 3, 4 times harder. Where you're standing on a plate or you're standing on something just to give you height, so that you have to your range of motion is longer. You have to reach down lower to get the bar. Like I said, it makes it 2, 3 times
Yeah.
even more harder than it is. So how is that helping your deadlift? Like, do you see big improvements due to doing that style of training?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Deficit deadlifts, I'll have to say, is probably my favorite variation. And
Okay.
recently, when I
Okay.
started doing it, I also added pause in it too. So,
Yes.
of course,
Yes.
that places more of a demand on the posterior chain, makes it harder to break the floor, just makes it harder overall. So, I think that
Okay.
really translates over to competition deadlift, regular deadlift.
Nice, nice. Now talking about competition deadlift, I know that they use. I never competed. I was never a power lifter, but I know that they use a deadlift bar. I don't know if they use a Texas deadlift bar. I'm not sure which deadlift bar, but the deadlift bars they give more slack. They have slack. They have whip. They have whip in the bar, you know. So this is a 2-point question. Do you pull? Do you get rid of the slack before you lift? And do you like the whip of the bar, or do you prefer a stiff bar?
Well, the federation I compete in, the USAPL, is stiff bar. So we don't use the deadlift bar.
Oh, okay.
Deadlift bar is more so for USPA, I think WRPF. It's more so for those federations. But I have lifted on the deadlift bar. I would say the lift feels a little easier.
It is.
Once you pull the slack out, you have a better starting point. And with that better starting point, you can initiate more leg drive, more power off the floor.
Yes. So, but majority of your training is on a stiff bar.
Yep, stiff bar.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, how about kg plates and pound plates? Do you have a preference?
Nah, not really. To be honest, it feels the same to me. It feels the same to me.
Okay.
If anything, I would probably say maybe kg plates because the weight is more compact, so less whip.
Got you. So, before we get into the other ventures that you're getting into, I just want to know. So, you're currently about 125, 130 pounds. Is that the area you're in?
That's my
okay.
Yes, sir.
So I also saw a video you benching, I think it was 255 pounds close grip for 8 reps. Okay. Now, just let me just explain how difficult that is for someone at my weight. Okay. I'm probably currently 225 pounds right now. If I go to the gym and I close grip 255 for 8, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm just telling you, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm done with my workout. It was a successful day. Okay. You're at 125 pounds doing 8 reps of 255 pounds close grip. Close grip is all triceps. When you're doing close grips, for folks who may not know, if you're doing a close grip bench, you're really hitting your triceps. Okay. So these there's not even a question. I'm just stating something that's really impressive. You know, so the question is, what is your best squat, bench, deadlift, and what is your goal for the squat, bench, and deadlift?
That 255 for 8, I actually beat that this week, the close grip. So I hit 255 for 9 a few days ago. I just didn't post it.
Wow, but, impressive, nice.
My best squat is 436.
Nice.
My best bench is 355, and my best deadlift is 540.
Nice. Big numbers. And what are your goals? What numbers are you trying to hit? Let's say, well, you actually said. So, you know, I don't want to try to make you rush your numbers. You said, if I can find it, maybe I have it over here. Let me find it. You made a quote to pace yourself, and I don't know exactly how you said, but it was like to pace yourself, to take your time with it, like it will come, you know. So I know a lot of people try to rush their results. They're like, oh, I need to hit this weight by this time. If I don't, I failed, you know. And I don't recall your quote exactly, but you said something of the nature of pace it, take your time, you're going to get there, and so on. Is that how you approach your weightlifting, where you have your goal, but you know that sometimes it may take a little while to get there, or what?
That's how I approach everything, really. Take my time. Try to take what the day gives me, do what I can. So oftentimes, when I go to the gym, I see people, it's like, you know, progressive overload. So typically you add a certain amount of weight each week. So I would say maybe 5 pounds is ideal, like 5 pounds in total, maybe 10.
Okay.
So sometimes I see people try to add much more than that weekly. And sometimes they might ask me, yo, Sha, how you how you what's a good way to build strength? How do you go about building your strength? I tell them it's as simple as making small jumps weekly.
Yes.
Small jumps
Yes.
adds up, adds up, adds up. Then you could PR. If you can't PR, take a deload. Then you could get some of that fatigue off your body and go for the PR.
Nice.
Or you can probably
nice.
just do a taper.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all about pacing yourself. Don't rush it, because when you rush it, you get injured. Typically.
Yeah. And we don't want injuries. I think
Oh yeah.
most folks in the gym that injuries suck. Injuries suck. I had a fair share of them.
I gotta say I had a very bad groin injury after I hit those PRs.
Okay.
It was after it was while I was warming up. So that took me out for a good amount of time, but I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Nice. Earlier we spoke, and you mentioned that you're thinking about expanding to running a marathon and a Spartan race. So what made you decide to? That's completely different from powerlifting. What made you decide to enter into that area?
Well, in high school, I did cross country, wrestling, boxing. So those things involved, of course, a lot of cardio. So I wanted to challenge myself in a different way, physically and mentally, because running could be very, very mentally challenging. And
it is.
So I started running with one of my boys at the gym, probably maybe four months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we started looking into 5K events, 10K events, half marathons, Spartan races, and we have one coming up, Spartan race coming up in October.
Okay, nice. Spartan race. I did one Spartan race. I think it was a 3-point some odd mile Spartan race. It was a hill. It was a climb, and it was a lot of fun. I haven't done one since, but it was a lot of fun. I'm actually training for a 10K. I did all right. I don't. It was a bunch of years ago. It was probably 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Okay.
This is when Spartan race was just this. I live in New York, so Spartan race, it was just kind of like becoming the thing to do. They had the Spartan race, they have the Tough Mudder. This one of these races. Matter of fact, it was more than that. Well, it was some years ago, and a lot of fun.
What's that? In New York. Where in New York do you live? I thought you lived in PA.
No. I live in New York. Shit. I live in Westchester County, not far from the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah, grew up in New Show. So I'm just out in Pennsylvania at Nice Gym. To me, matter of fact, I interviewed Tommy Knight, owner of Nice Gym, not too long ago, and I was telling him how that gym is phenomenal. A lot of people who I met who are big in the industry, I met them at Nice Gym, and for me, Nice Gym is a 2.5 hour drive, but it's so worth it. So anyone in the PA area, definitely, if there's an open lift, and I know there's one coming up with Dream World, he's gonna be there.
I just saw that today. It was like bench, right?
Yeah. I don't know the date, but yeah, it's bench. It may be repping in bench. I don't know if it's bench, squat, deadlift. I'm not exactly sure how it's set up, but I'm actually gonna be in Florida for an event in Florida. I can't make that. I wish I could, but that's gonna be a big event. That's actually gonna be a big event. But yeah, that's the move. So yeah, I'm actually training for a 10K right now, and similar to you, it's all about just venturing, not just staying in my comfort zone. I was a high school track runner. I was a sprinter, but distance, I just don't like distance. I just don't care for it. So since I don't care for it, I want to push myself. So 10K is 6 point some miles. So I'm gonna train for a 10K, and then I'll see what I do after that. So it's tough. It's mentally tough, but at the same time, it allows me time just to think. I can think about whatever I want for that distance, that time I'm running. So it's a nice thing to do. So good luck with the marathon training. Good luck with a Spartan race. Well, do you think your training for a 5K, 10K, and marathon is going to affect your powerlifting?
Probably slightly. Probably slightly. But I'm, as I
Okay.
said before, I'm good with my what I do for recovery, my stretching, nutrition,
Okay.
my sleep. My sleeping could get better, but my sleeping is pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't think my strength trainer will take a huge hit really.
Okay. Okay.
I'm also
Nice.
um I'm also looking into some weighted calisthenic competitions.
Nice. Nice.
See how what's
Nice.
that about?
Do do it all. Your pull up. I see your pull ups. Okay. Let me say this. This is how dedicated you are to fitness. Correct me if I'm wrong. In During your college years, I'm not sure if you're still in college or not, but in your college years, you in your dorm, you put a pull-up bar in your dorm. I think you called it Club Shay,
Pop
or
shot?
something like that. Club Sha. That's right. I'm thinking Club Shay because you know what? There's a podcast with Shannon Sharp. I think that's his. So that's what was
That's
on my mind.
actually my room. I guess
Your
it's a
room? Oh,
squat rack
nice,
in there. It's a squat rack
nice,
in there. It's a bunch of kilos. Wait, can I turn
nice.
can I turn this around? The camera around?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Something else. Probably
If
that.
not, you may have to just stand behind it.
Yeah. Well, my light is broken right now, but you got the
Okay.
squat rack right here. I
There
don't know
you
if you can
go.
see it, but it's a bunch of plates,
I see it. Yep.
kilos. I've got my belts. Got all that.
Nice. That's
Yes, sir.
dedication. That's dedication right there. You take it to the house. That's how dedicated you are. When that situation happened where the gyms were closed, your gym was still open. So that's dedication. I respect that. I definitely respect that. So let me ask
Appreciate
you,
that.
definitely. I could talk to you all day about fitness, but let me ask you, how could someone contact you if they're interested? So I know you have a fitness company, so Royal Fitness Personal Training. You have that. So how can someone contact you? Is it do they contact you via social media? Is another platform? How will they contact you?
Uh, they can contact me or my business through my IG, my personal IG, or my trainer
Okay.
log, or the Royal Fitness account, or
Okay.
my business. I have a business partner.
Nice.
His
Nice.
tag is in the bio,
In the bio. So
in the
definitely
Royal
look
Fitness
at
bio.
Warrior Fitness Bio. So raw.strength.sha. I believe that's your IG. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So everyone, go to his IG, check him out. You will be impressed by the lifts. And I okay, one more question. Matter of fact, that brought up a question for me. If you were my weight, okay, and you train at the intensity that you currently do, what will your bench, squat, and deadlift numbers be? And don't worry, you're not gonna hurt my feelings, so I'm okay. I can handle it. So if you was 225 pounds with the same mind frame you have, the same workout regimen that you're currently doing, what will your bench, squat, and deadlift be?
Uh, 225. Probably say maybe for the squat, mid 600s, mid to high 600s.
Nice.
Bench, I would say maybe around. That's a good one. Bench. I'd definitely say somewhere in the 500s. Maybe the
Okay.
low,
Okay.
low to mid
Okay.
500s.
Okay.
Deadlift, I would say maybe high 700s to low 800s.
Nice. 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 That's
Yeah,
that's
that's if
that's some good
everything
numbers.
if everything translates well. I'll say around those numbers.
Great numbers. Great numbers. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
I had to add one more thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now, Royal Fitness, we offer personal training, programming, coaching, training apparel.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in school for massage, so I should be
Oh, nice.
graduating about 3 to 4 months.
Nice.
So once
Congrats.
that's once that's through, we're gonna add
Okay.
that to our
Nice.
services, hopefully.
Nice. Everyone, I hope everyone, I want all the listeners to go to your site. I want them to look at your videos. I want them to check out whatever services you offer. And massaging is so important. You know, if you're in the gym lifting heavy, even if you're not lifting heavy, if you're training often, sooner or later the body is just going to need that massage. Sooner or later the body's just going to need just to unwind. And even if you're not, sometimes you work all day, you sit down all day, your body becomes tight. Sitting down all day compresses a hamstring, it compresses the back, and a massage is what's needed just to open up, relax some muscles. And runners, you know, my issue with running was due to me sitting down so often. As I mentioned, my back and hamstrings got tight. So stretching does great, but a massage really works at the muscle differently from stretching alone. So that's a great field to get in. Everyone check out his page. Sha, it was a pleasure having you on the Smooth Force podcast. I really appreciate it, and definitely I hope we can connect later on and maybe do something down the road. All right.